Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Main Character with Yasmin. I'm your host.
I'm Kat.
You're probably wondering, if you're not watching this, who the fuck is next to me right now?
Who is she? We've never seen her.
We've never seen her. She's a bimbo. She's a girl who loves
gay men.
She is a gay man. No,
in my past life.
That is
problematic.
Let's talk about it. Let's cancel her. This is my sister, Katarina. If you don't know who she is, you've been living under a rock and it's time for you to grow up. What we have right now is an
Argile.
Argile is also a hookah. So when you hear this sound, I am putting smoke into my lungs and I'm slowly dying. It's equivalent to a pack of cigarettes. Yum.
But you know what? Our people have been doing it for generations.
So I feel like our lungs are accustomed to it.
Literally. So we're good.
So it's fine by me. So what did you miss? It was my birthday. Let's have a round of applause. Hi, August 4th. One of the best days of my life. One of the worst days of my life because of the Beirut explosion. And that's on trauma. But basically, it was amazing. I was in the Bay Area and Katarina was like, we're going to plan the best thing for my actual...
I love planning parties. I was social chair of my sorority for so long. And my favorite thing in the world is to make people feel special on their big day.
And she did just that. We end up going to San Francisco the night before. I'm with my best friends. Me and my friend Lily were like, okay, we're not going to go out. We're just going to go and say hi to a couple of our friends. Kat was like, I'm going out that night. I was like, fine. I just wanted to wake up not hungover for my birthday.
Right.
But obviously when you plan, God laughs because I went out in sweatpants, no makeup. I didn't even brush my teeth. Literal slippers. I'm in a tank top, an oversized hoodie. I don't have a lick of makeup on. I end up blacking out. Yeah, I end up blacking out. I'm just pounding shots. All of a sudden, I'm just like, I couldn't even I ended up taking a video nude of myself. I saw it the next morning and I was like, okay, so I never want to look at myself in the mirror ever again. So that's nice. And then I ended up dancing at this bar and my poor Lily was babysitting me, but also I wasn't a wreck. Okay.
No, you were being hilarious. You were just all over the place. Like we would move our head and you would be over there dancing.
I love to dance, but sometimes people like to dance with me that shouldn't be wanting to dance with me. I was dancing near this pool table and I was just ugh. I was feeling so hot and sexy. And this guy with a Hawaiian shirt comes up and tries to dance with me. He's like, I just broke up with my girlfriend. I want to dance with you. And I was like, let's dance. I'm like Emma Stone, get up here. Let's dance. And then Katarina comes walking into me and she literally says, Yasmin, he's at best a 5 out of 10. At best, you will regret this in the morning. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not even looking for a hookup. I'm not even looking to kiss this man. I'm just literally live laughing and loving. God forbid a woman does that.
I mean, well, it's embarrassing to be seen with somebody that's a 5. Dancing, because people don't know that you guys are, it's just a cheeky little dance.
I was just dancing. Anyways, long story short was I woke up the next morning so hungover. It was my birthday dinner. I end up getting drunk again. I end up getting crossed, passing out, waking up perfectly fine on my birthday. I would argue it was a really good birthday.
Best birthday. And then we tanned the next day.
And it was great. And then we flew to LA and I was with my friends. We went, wait, get this. I need to talk about, what's his name? With karaoke. My mom is Perry. We're in LA for karaoke. It's amazing. I was like, it's a Wednesday night. All I want is Kavosu Sushi, which is in Toluca Lake. Plug that. Go get it. And I just want to go to karaoke. I know not a lot of people will come because everyone's out of town in summers.
And it was a Wednesday night.
But that's the thing about having a birthday in the summer. No one ever, when I was in elementary school, I could never bring cakes or cookies to class, for my birthday, whatever. Sob story.
You'd celebrate in beach clubs in Lebanon.
Yeah, honestly, not too bad.
I don't really feel bad for you,
and
but
so
whatever.
I end up doing karaoke. I'm like, what's my karaoke song? So obviously it has to be something so legendary, so cunt. Your Love Is My Drug by Kesha. Obviously. And I'm singing this and I'm going, and then there's this man that comes up to me. And how old would you say? 55?
Oh
no,
my God,
maybe
you're being
70.
way too generous.
I'm being way too generous. He's maybe 70.
But he might be a little younger. You know those people that don't take care of themselves?
That's funny. You know those people who just like don't give a shit if they are ugly or not? So this man, his name was, it rhymes with Larry, starts with a P. He comes up to me. I sing Your Love Is My Drug by Kesha. This man, on my birthday dinner, my birthday night, even though it was 3 days after, has the audacity to say to me, you sing good for a girl. Yeah. I say to him, Larry with a P, what do you mean? He goes, and you do comedy, right? Your friends were saying, how do you must not make a lot of money off of that. You know, I know it's hard for women, I guess.
And he thinks, and guys, he thought he was funny. That was the kicker.
And I was like, why am I obsessed with his blatant misogyny? Like, no. I was like, listen, if he can say that with his chest, fair enough. Like, he knows he's maybe a 2 out of 10 and he's saying that shit.
What was the song that he sang for karaoke?
He literally sang Bad Guy by Billie Eilish but made it into his own rap. He literally goes, I'm a Larry with a P and a da-da-da-da. I got a big schlong. And then he puts his arm up with like a muscle and he moves the flab of skin of muscle that is just there going up and down. And I'm like obsessed with this, the idea, the enigma of this man. Listen, my whole thing is I'm against saying anything like offensive or anything, and usually people say things that are offensive that are trying to be funny. It's not funny, but if you could say something and get away with it, power to you. And this man did just that, except it was to me.
Shout out Larry with a P.
So Kat and I are going through a little bit of a transitional moment in our life.
Special
time. She just graduated college.
I actually can't believe it, you guys. I am honestly like so sad. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Because I loved DC so much and I truly made the best friends in the world. And I'm sad. I had so much fun. And there's not that much responsibility. Or at least.
Welcome to adulthood,
I
queen.
know. I'm like freaking out. I don't know. And I'm not sure about anyone else, but I personally graduated college more confused about what I want to pursue than how I felt when I was going into college. So I'm going to go to Spain instead of figuring it out.
So as you know, like last episode, I talked about how I'm going to London for grad school. Katarina is going to be also across the pond with me in Madrid. Barcelona.
Not Barcelona.
No, but like Barcelona. Ibiza.
Ibiza.
No, you say Ibiza. Wait, no, you say Ibiza. I say Bifa. That's the difference between you and I.
Someone's laughing at us.
Let them laugh.
Anyways. Wow, that's incredible. I mean, Yasmin, you're going to have to come visit me all the time. You are.
I am going to come visit you. I'm going to see you all the time. You're going to be with me. We're going to have a good time.
No, you're going to expect me to go visit you all the time.
So before we even started this podcast, I posted I had a video that I took of myself. And I was like, Kat, like, do you think this is okay to post? Like, it's kind of like a thirst trap, but it's kind of like cutesy. Katarina looks me dead in the eye and she says, yeah, it's cute, but it's fucking cringy.
So I can defend myself.
Yeah, please do, because I'm like, wait, cyberbullying doesn't exist. Actual bullying is here.
It's not cyberbullying. It's like in real time bullying.
And why are you proud of that?
Anyways, I'm not proud of it, and it's not bullying though. Anyways, so I support the whole influencer thing.
You're like, what I'm gonna be is a supporter in the influencer movement.
I really respect it. It's fucking hard to be able to like wake up every single day and like feel confident enough to like post yourself, or I don't know.
I wouldn't say I'm an influencer though.
No, you're not. But I think sometimes you post content that influencers would also post.
So one would argue that I do have a gorilla Gucci grip on people's livelihoods in their life because they look up to me.
They want to be you.
So you're saying I'm humble.
Yasmin, if there's anybody that shows the most humility, it's you, babe.
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
Oh my God, really? No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
Okay. I'm a Leo. Guys, it's Leo season, so y'all can shut the fuck up and let me live.
Yeah, but I think that like influencers are just honestly cringy. They're interesting and I watch their content all the time, but I think
two truths can't exist.
I
and
agree.
We're okay with that.
I agree. But I mean, you looked hot, so that's all that matters.
And that's all that matters. But here's my thing with that, okay? I'm being so for real when I say When someone likes my Instagram story, I get in heat.
Fall to your knees.
I fall to my knees.
A cat in heat. What's that saying?
I know. Oh, I'm a rabbit in heat.
No, it's a cat in heat.
I'm just in heat in general. I'm ready to pounce like a fucking wolf. To me, when you like my Instagram story, I see God. When you like my Instagram story, I start shaking. When you like my Instagram story, I automatically, what goes on in my mind, my mental illness stops. I'm like, let me get off my SSRIs. Therapy's canceled for the foreseeable future. I'm wet as we speak, thinking about literally someone liking my Instagram story. That's how much I crave attention. And I'm okay with that. I can sit still saying,
do you have any regulars?
Kat, that is actually
no, because I do. Like,
wait,
hello?
you do?
Yes.
I have a couple regulars. There's
Same, like 15 guys. The same guys. And they're all Arab. Maybe one or two. Few white boys.
You do love a foreigner.
Love foreigners.
That's one thing about you in Spain. I know, like, you're gonna your tongue is gonna be down a foreigner's fucking throat. Give it 48 hours.
Inshallah.
Also, can we normalize white people saying inshallah?
Yeah. Or like, ya Allah.
Yeah, wallahi.
Alhamdulillah.
Like, I literally love it when my non-Arab friends are like,
did you guys just hear that?
My dad, you probably
Dad,
didn't
would
hear
you like
this.
to be in the
podcast?
Dad.
My dad thinks this is just a hobby. He doesn't know that this is something that I can see taking over the fucking world. But what was we saying? Do we have any regulars?
AI is going to take over the world. Do you think Meg Hector by Yasmin's going to take over the world?
Yeah, and that's okay with me.
That.
But what were you talking about? Who are some of our like
any regulars?
I always have this one guy. He's a photographer. He always likes my story, and I'm like, and he like swipes up with a fire emoji every time, and I'm like, please stop. Like, actually, I'm like, we have mutuals. You're in this industry, so I feel like the need to follow you as like a responsibility for like, I don't know, like for manners. But I'm like, I get the ick whenever he fucking likes my story. But
I think you should unfollow him.
But I can't because he knows all my friends, and I'm like, I feel like this like weird thing, but like,
so you feel like you owe him something?
Yeah, and I don't even like him. I don't even like him.
See,
like, I've literally talked to him maybe one time, and I'm like, hello, nice to see you.
Have you met him in person?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah, literally never. And he swipes up all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to get out of this.
You.
I'm saying this. I'm not. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But then I also
say it one more time.
I don't want it.
She doesn't want it.
I don't want it. Oh, buddy. And I have a couple other people who like give me a heart whenever I'm like. So I have like two types of.
And I know one person that we both love that likes all of our stories.
Let's say her name at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Yara.
Yara. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But also,
we're not gonna say her name. We have a little cousin. How old is she? Maybe 13. She
adore her. She's literally mini Yasmin.
She is. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
She will I will literally post like something about. I'll post like an infographic about how like there's like a wage disparity for marginalized communities within like I don't know like the southern border of Louisiana. She'll be like heart. I'll post a thirst trap of me in a bikini, 13 years old. Heart. I'll post a comedy clip. Heart. I will post. I'm confident enough where I can post a photo of a hot dog, mustard, a can of Coke, and this cord, a literal iPhone cord, and she will heart it no matter what. And you know what? That's a support system.
She's the cutest.
That's a support system that I don't think I've ever had.
I swear to God, I'm shadow banned, by the way, on Instagram, but not on
Do you
her
really
phone.
think
not
so?
on
Not
her
on
phone.
her phone.
She likes everything.
If there's one thing that she's not going to do is not like our stuff.
Yeah. No, but that's great that you have like a few like fan regulars.
But some of the people that I want mostly to like it, I'm like, why aren't you liking it?
But they're looking.
Oh, I know.
They're
I just looked right now, and you just looked. Multiple people. Thank you very much. Do you have any regulars?
Oh my God, yeah.
Wait, name names.
You know a lot of them.
Are they my friends?
No, a few of them. But
what are you doing liking my little sister's stuff?
No, but honestly, it's just like an array of men that and also women, but mostly men that I've met in different countries, honestly.
Right. Here's the thing. Give Katarina a foreigner. A man not from the United States, it's game over.
Game over.
If Katarina ever goes to the Peace Corps and she is doing refugee work. She's coming back with a refugee husband. Mark my word.
Okay, and
nothing is wrong with
resilience
that.
in their blood. Hello.
But Katarina, you are like, how do I say this? You are giving white savior, but not white, and not for the wanting to save them, but more
Like, simply fuck you. What? Did you just say I'm a...
not actually. Like,
You know what? You send a white person to a war zone and you tell me what they're going to do. Hello? Okay. Or to a refugee camp. Send a white person. Tell me how they're going to act.
please.
But that being said, I don't actually... I think that my future husband is definitely somewhere not here. Not in this country. Maybe they're working here.
I could see you marrying someone that's like fresh off the boat from the Middle East.
I need that.
Like someone with really, like, I feel like you have to like change them in a way though. Like, cause I feel like they're going to come in with certain expectations of what a woman's like and what it's like coming to a new place. And I feel like you're going to rock their world. You're going to like see this person and be like a project.
I really hope so. Cause guys, I don't know.
You need
don't really have game.
That is the biggest load of shit ever.
No. It takes, you have to, for me to make the first move or to like actually like pursue something because I want to, not just because I'm being pursued first, I've never done.
So you've never like gone up to someone and asked for their number?
Ever in my life. Never in my life.
So this is the perfect transition of what I wanted to talk to you about for my expectations of you in Madrid.
Guys, I got rules. What are they, Yasmin? God.
So when Kat is in Madrid, I want you to, at least for the first month, I want 12 phone numbers. 12. And not from Hinge or Raya.
Okay.
I want you to actually get someone's number.
Well, that'll be easy. I'll be making friends.
Not what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
Okay.
Like, I actually want you to go up to a person and be like, hey, I find you attractive. I'd love to get your number. Let's go get drinks sometimes.
I'm going to need a lot of tequila for that.
Yeah, listen, I want you to channel your inner Yasmin.
You're right. I need to. And inner Gibran. You guys are go-getters.
My brother and I were like very much like we see what we want. Like, you know, Vendivi di Vici? Yes. Make sense? That's what I need you to do.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right?
I'll try at least.
And then I don't want any blackout moments. I don't want you blacking out in Madrid. I'm so for real about this. One thing about my sister is either she can handle her liquor like a champ or she is actual goodbye. Like call the hospital type drinking. And like it's not a cute look either way.
Well, can I just be clear about something? It's not because I'm drinking to oblivion. It's just sometimes I struggle with taking the necessary steps to avoid that, such as eating the specific foods and taking my medications earlier on in the day, not right before I drink, and things like that. So I will say that I have not gotten to that point since the boom boom ankle gate.
Ankle gate is crazy.
So,
we've already talked about this on the podcast.
Everybody knows.
Where how she
ankles, dancing on a table in Barcelona, naked wolf boots, 12 shots of tequila, and running away from my bodybuilder ex-boyfriend.
Wait, please. Her bodybuilder ex-boyfriend is insane.
Literally.
Insane.
He's like dating a 50-year-old. Actually, I'm so happy for him. I really hope he's doing well.
Please. See, you are like... the way you look at your exes, you're like genuinely like, I wish you peace. I wish you love. I wish you nothing but the best. I am also there, but there are certain exes I'm like genuinely eat shit.
Yeah, because you've been in love. I've not been in love.
You don't think you've ever been in love?
I think I've been in like amateur puppy love, but I don't think I've had that love that has like changed my perspective on relationships or like that is I can like say like if I died tomorrow, on my deathbed I would say I'm so sad that I have not felt that type of passion with somebody. The closest thing to love like another person that I can like talk about like that soul connection and everything is Aiden.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really want to experience that while I'm in Spain. But I'm also hesitant because at the same time, you know, those situations also like contain a ton of like emotions and like ups and downs.
I think you're afraid of that. And I think like when it comes to being in love, like you automatically sign up for the possibility to get your heart shattered into a million different pieces. But that is genuinely what you sign up for when you fall in love. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking say it. The good will always outweigh the bad when it comes to falling in love. Like being in love is a feeling that I think it is like you will be and I know, and the thing is, like, I know you're gonna fall in love one day, and I know you worry about that. You always worry of like you're worried you're never gonna find someone that you fall in love with. And I think it's something so special to kind of let your guard down and give yourself to someone, but also having autonomy of yourself and still being who you are, but allowing to share that with someone else.
Definitely.
And also I do believe, sorry, can I say one more thing?
Oh God.
I was watching a show once, and it basically said how, like, one person said to the other person, "You are the love of my life." And then the other person said back to the person, "I am. I'm the love of this life." Because in just one life, we live so many different lives. So one person could be the love of my life for one given time, and then in 10 years, I can fall in love with some other person, and that will be the love of my life for that time.
Does it even have to be a person? Can it be like a thing? Like,
well, I'm talking about romantic love, and I think like that is a thing. And I think like falling in love with multiple people throughout your life is what a beautiful thing that is. And I'm saying that right now, and I have a weird relationship with love right now, because the only love that I see for me right now is platonic and friendship. Familial,
that's just because you got out of like a long relationship.
Yeah.
Like, and that's normal. That's really normal. And I think I look at like you, and I like see how like you kind of have like the perfect balance, right? Like you.
Sorry, what?
No, like you like put yourself out there, and you also like open yourself up to, having relationships. You've done that, and you just put yourself out there, and I really want to channel that. I think the only way for me to get that 12,
those 12 numbers in 1 month.
I'm going to have to really channel my inner main character by Yasmin. And just also, because another thing I think, one of the reasons why I'm so hesitant in love and pursuing people is, you actually said this in one of your podcast episodes. I'm a fan, you guys. How like throughout your life, you've always felt like men view you as a hookup. We've never been like somebody that like a man's like, let me take you on a date first. It's more like, come to my house at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah, through Snapchat, or like a DM or like a photo, and it's like not their face, but like a black screen with like monkey emojis.
I'm just so used to like my interactions with men, just assuming that that's how it's gonna go, so I don't even like entertain it.
Well, I also feel like for you, it's really difficult for you to be vulnerable. Like even with me, like you barely talk about your personal feelings with me. I have to like get it out of you. I have to take a gun and literally point it to you, and be like, "Tell me how you feel." And it's exhausting, but like I will do it anytime because
I'm getting a lot better at it.
You are, and I think like you are just there's so much to love for you, about you, with you, and I'm just so excited for you to find that in someone, and also to find that within yourself.
That's the biggest thing. Is I've kind of been through a lot the past few years with my health, physical, mental, all of that stuff. So I really want this moment to be a time where I like grow, and I want to take control of my life again.
And what does that mean for you?
Honestly, I just want to wake up, and like I want to be excited and have like things to do during the day that I like feel accomplished by. And I also want to be able to like, I don't know, be less critical. And
Self-critical.
Yeah.
Or just in life.
In life, I want to be less critical, because this year has made me a very critical person. I'm an optimist. I'm not a realist. I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optimist. And I'm channeling a little bit of pessimism in my.
You have been recently.
Yeah, so I want to scoot that over.
Yeah.
But my turn to talk about you and what I expect from you, though.
No, I'm not done with you. I have 3 other things for you.
3?
Yes. Okay. So Katarina's goals for when she's in Madrid is get 12 numbers within the first month, not through a dating app. Okay. A. B. I want you to start actually journaling, and like it doesn't have to be every day. It could just be once a week of actually like talking about your feelings with yourself and like opening up. Girl. 3, be excited to make new friends.
I'm so excited to make new friends.
You're very good at making friends, so I'm very excited.
That's the one thing I'm eager for. I don't know. I mean, the people in my program so far, a little scary. Guys, if I don't know who you are and you follow me on Instagram, the first thing I'm going to do is see the people that you follow, because that says a lot about who you are. So, a lot of them follow the entire Trump family, and it's really scary.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
of
I can't
course it
imagine-
is. Also, this lighting is us right now. Please, we are literally looking at the camera. We are so vain. If there's one thing about
You're
us, we
so
vain.
You probably think,
Keep going, girl.
girl, not without you. I was about to stop singing and let you take the reign.
Oh. Okay, so those were my a couple things for you.
Okay. So my thing for you, Yasmin. What?
I'm just so excited to move to London.
Oh, wait. First, I want to hear about things that you want to accomplish in London.
Okay. So a couple things that I want to accomplish when I'm in London is I want to actually finally write my one-woman show and then put it on at the Fringe next year in Edinburgh, in Scotland. I've always wanted to write this show, and like I have it planned out. I just
Not
have
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Listen to this. Sorry, let's talk about the Jack and the Beanstalk, the fucking remix that I wrote in 4th grade. Get this.
Miss
We could bleep her name out. I actually wish her hell. Normalize having beef with people. Normalize literally having beef with people. I'm not kidding you. Her and I will never see eye to eye, and I'm okay with that. She's an op to me. She was my teacher. She didn't let me eat lunch during recess because she wanted me to do my division fractions, whatever.
Haram.
She basically put it on. She put on a talent show. And me being the theatrical girl that I am, I'm like, well, obviously I have to write a play and then perform in it. So I rewrote 12 pages, Jack and the Beanstalk, the remix.
So cute.
I also want to preface, I've never read Jack and the Beanstalk before that. Like, I literally was like, well, obviously, like, I feel like there's multiple, like, parts in this, so multiple people can partake in it. It can be, like, an ensemble group activity.
Oh, you casted people?
Yes. And
That's
I
really
literally
precious.
wrote it. I gave it to her for her to read, and she was like, thanks. She comes up to me, looks me dead in the eye. I'm in 4th fucking grade. I haven't even gotten my period yet at this point. She takes the play, looks at it, and says, this is trash. She rips it up, puts it in the trash, not even the fucking recycling
Every time I
bin.
hear the story, I get pissed.
I literally, and from that day on, I'm dedicating my Oscar or my Emmy to her. And I'm going to say, without your bullying, I wouldn't be here today. So, Miss, you can bleep this part out, Paige. So, Miss, if you're watching this, I have one thing to say to you. Fuck you. Thank you.
I hate her too.
Hate her.
I ride for my girls.
I ride for you, Charlie. Okay, so
Wow.
anyways,
Sorry
going
for
to
that
the
little
London.
caveat.
Yeah, so going back to London, I want to write my play. I want to make so many new friends. I already obviously have my best friend there and like a bunch of my friends, but I want to make new friends, and I'm excited about doing that. And like really going to the pub after school, and like I don't know, like me studying abroad, and I will always be the annoying studying abroad girl. I get that, but like actually
Changed her life.
being in that city, it's like ecstasy to me. Like, swear to God, like, wallahi. I don't know, like being able to take the tube and the bus and having easy, accessible things wherever you want, wherever you go. Things aren't that expensive as they are here. Like, well, listen.
When I lived in London,
Listen.
I beg to differ.
But it's just, to me, like, it is, I'm nervous about the weather. I'll tell you that.
Seasonal depression.
Seasonal, I don't think I'll get that. I'm always a happy girl. Like, so, like, no matter what, if rain or shine, I will show up for what you need me to show up for. Okay?
That's so funny. No,
But
it's true though.
I'm excited to like just be with people and like get to know people. I'm excited to like, can I say this? I'm excited to date.
Okay, so Yasmin in London. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to just hang out with the people in your program and really get to know them. I know you have a ton of friends in London that you've met throughout the years, have stayed in contact with, your like just your girls, all that stuff. But like you're gonna be in a setting where you finally are with people who match the same creativity or similar creativity and passions as you. And I think that that's really special because
You're so beautiful.
what?
Sorry I had
Thank
to
you.
interrupt. You're so beautiful. I'm just
Thanks.
looking into your eyes right now.
for what you like want to pursue and what you're studying for your master's, like you really have to love it, and this really has to be your dream. And I know that you're going to just be so inspired by the people around you. And so I hope that you like utilize that. And I know you will, because I can't imagine how cool the people are, you know, that you're going to be going to school with.
So step one, make friends in my program.
But not just like friends, just like friends in your program. And then the next thing, I want you to do as many open mics as humanly possible.
Yes,
humanly possible. I'm saying you are walking to class and you see a tiny little pub that says, because like, we know this happens, especially you lived in New York, like in big cities, they'll have like, you know, outside restaurants or pubs, like open mic. Like, I think you should do that. Even if you don't know anybody that's, you know, going to be performing, or, you know, you're going to be doing a little set and you don't recognize anybody in the audience. I think that that's going to be really, really like cool and a ton of self growth.
Yeah.
I want you to pick up vlogging.
Sorry. What?
Yeah, I want her to be a vlogger. No.
So where does that come? Where did that come out of your ass?
I'm a professional arguer. I always have evidence. So
Okay, go on.
Okay, so I spend every waking second with Yasmin when we are together. And she is the funniest. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys. I know you already know. Yasmin's the funniest person I've ever met.
You're not doing good things for my head right now.
And I know. Let's calm down. I'm glad you're sitting. No, you're actually floating.
My head right now, I'm like,
yeah, she's
wait,
the
all of a
tallest
sudden,
person
it's like,
ever,
all of a sudden I'm start floating. My head's getting so big.
Where's the magic rug? Bye.
Bye.
But you're the funniest person I've ever met. And I always talk about how I just wish there was a camera that just follows you, because I would die for somebody to see and laugh as hard as I do, because like you literally crack me up when you don't even realize it. Like, Yasmin makes these noises. Like we'll like be walking and she'll be like, I'm gonna be an old person, and then like pretend to be 90 years old and like is holding me and is like, granddaughter, like blah blah blah.
I can't help it. These characters just come out sometimes, and everyone's like, "You're making a scene," like, or like, she's a little weird. Like, she's objectively.
I've asked Yasmin several times to please stop. She's embarrassing me.
I can't wait to be an embarrassing mom one day. Like,
God
take my kids to school. God bless my kids. I'm gonna take them to school and just be like, oh God, oh, my beautiful daughter is going into high school in front of all of the new girls or guys or people in high school freshman year. And I know that's if my kid ever gets bullied, somehow I know it's going to be my fault.
It's your fault, but they'll also be so scared of you.
The other people.
Yeah.
See, that's not what I want. When I'm older, I want to be a MILF. More than anything, I want to be a MILF. Nothing is hotter than being like a hot mom. Like, I want to like literally blast out 3 kids from my badus. And then after that, I want all of my kids' friends to be like, dude, your fucking mom, yeah, so hot. Like, that to me, I'll peak then.
Growing up, everybody would always say, your mom looks like Fergie.
Which is so ick.
I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, I didn't even know what Fergie looked like. Because every time I would see a picture of Fergie,
she had her like eyebrow piercing on.
Or
like,
something
well, I am.
like that. Or like, it was like, she was like in full drag or some shit.
Please.
Big and Black Eyed Peas or whatever.
Okay, so start vlogging.
So start vlogging.
I don't know if I could do that.
I need you to do it. It's not if you can do it, it's you will do it. And for my mental health, it must happen. And
do you want to pay for an editor? I'll do it.
I was about to say, I mean, guys, my salary is 12,000 euros. So
for 1 year.
For 1 year. So
well, cat people are dying, so get over it. Clocked. Continue.
You know what? You're right. It's an amazing opportunity to have work and an income.
Yeah.
Okay. So another thing that you must do, Yasmin, is you have to be okay with being alone and sitting with yourself in silence.
I'd rather die.
So Yasmin,
I would rather die. So
when she's alone, there's like a
rotation.
start talking
to a wall.
You know, but there's a rotation of people that she calls. Okay.
You are airing me the fuck out right now.
No. But I
go
just
on,
think
do
there's
it.
something
I don't
so
care.
special, like living alone and experiencing things alone and feeling it alone. Because I feel like you share. It's important to share how you feel, but I feel like you share things without thinking through them yourself.
Yeah. And I do. I'm very. I almost want to say like hostile with my emotions towards myself.
100%. But you're not like that with other people. Like, I wish you could treat yourself with the amount of TLC you give to other people when they need someone to talk to, especially regarding feelings and things like that.
I'm very hard on myself, I will say. So
I think you would definitely benefit from just being okay with being by yourself. And whether that be like finding things that you like to do alone that make you happy. I don't know.
See, I feel like that was such a big part of my New York experience, was like being alone, going through things alone, like, you know, living alone for the first time. And I really feel like I actually started doing that in New York. So I feel like this challenge that you're giving me is, I'm like set up for success now because of New York.
No, 100%. 100%. But I think in New York, you had a great support system. Like, a lot of your besties lived there. And while you also have that in London, you're going to be living in London for the reason of, like, you know, the purpose of like school and creativity and just like all that stuff. So, and then finally,
I'm nervous.
I have one ask. You can only smoke a cig when you're drunk. When you are sober, there should be no cigarette in your mouth.
When have I ever smoked cigarettes sober? When have I ever smoked cigarettes sober?
I don't know. I just feel like that's something like people do at the pub after work or like
something. Like roll a cigarette?
For cuntiness, hello?
So then why can't I do that?
Because, I don't know. I just worry about you.
You worry about me?
Yeah.
How do you think I'm going to die?
I don't know, Yasmin. Probably something really iconic.
Wait, really? Wait, how do you think I would die? If there was a way that I would die, how would I die? Also, I want my funeral. I already made this on like the second episode of the podcast, but I want my funeral to be like there's a list of things. Like it's gonna be an actual like Broadway show. Can you please have a drag queen read my eulogy?
100%. I'll have a drag queen, and then I'll have Kiki.
Yeah, duh.
But yeah. I definitely think that those are things that you should do. And then finally, the last thing is I want you to take shots all the time. I'm sick and tired of you drinking mixies. Level up. Level up.
I'm a pussy when it comes to alcohol. I think I have a weird relationship with alcohol. So whenever I drink, I'm like, oh my God. But you know what? I will be honest about this. I have not drunk texted once.
That's bullshit. I will call it and I won't out you, but girl, you better not be lying to the camera. Because I could think of 3 times.
Wait.
We won't talk about it because I don't want to. And you don't want me to either.
Wait. And then?
Yeah. Before, no.
Yeah, and then?
Yeah, I think that's it. And then me. She texts me when she's drunk. Did you see how you did do it? I think there's nothing wrong with texting people when you're intoxicated. I think it actually is for the plot, and I love it. And if it's your truth, it's your truth. So,
do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I think that's going to be exciting. I'm honestly I'm okay with not dating.
Like going on dates?
Yeah.
The only reason why I think that you should go on dates is because for 2 reasons. You just got out of a relationship, and I think that it's nice to put yourself out there for your confidence, and also like you're moving to a new city, so this could be like a really good way to make new friends.
Yeah.
And I think that you're in a cool position where you are bisexual, so like you're going to be meeting people of different genders, and I think that could also be a awesome way to, again, meet people that you connect with. Friends, relationships, hookups.
See,
one night, I don't even care.
See, I feel like I'm at a place emotionally where I just want to make friends. I just want to, even if I go on a date with someone, I am like coming in with the intention of let's kiki, let's have a good fucking time, let's rip some drinks together, let's laugh. And then maybe if things work out, we can hang out in a group, we can be friends. Like literally, I just want to vibe with someone. I want my vibe check to be so fucking I want it to be like dynamite. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just looking for connections. I'm not even looking for, I don't want anything. Because I feel like in the next at least year, I want to be focusing primarily on myself. I feel like I'm still learning how to love myself with all my complexities, with all of my insecurities, with all of my shortcomings. I want to learn how to love myself. And I'm slowly getting there. And I feel like when I'm in London, when I'm going out and meeting people, at the forefront of that, whether it's a date, whether it's a friend date, whether it's X, Y, or Z, I want to always know that I'm coming home to someone. I'm going to be getting into bed with someone naked. And her name is Yasmin.
I love.
She's at the forefront of my fucking brain. And call it what it is. Call it self-love, call it self-determination, self X, Y, or Z. Call it main character.
Do you think that studying theater or just like being an actress, comedian, just performing, do you think that like helps your confidence, or do you think it if like negatively impacts your confidence?
Both. I feel like in acting, and I've talked to a lot of my actor friends or people in the entertainment industry about this, where it's like it's constant no's, constant doors being shut in your face. Like, honest to God, like when people get no's, like genuinely, it could be as bare minimum as like not getting a job. It could be as bare minimum as even like literally going up to someone and like asking them for their number, and they're like, sorry, I have a girlfriend. Like genuinely, that no is so small. Like, water off my back, like don't give a fuck. And I genuinely think it's because of the acting and the entertainment industry that like
no fear of rejection.
None.
Wow.
Genuinely,
powerful.
people can say no to me. I'll be like, fine, whatever. Like, move. I was fine before it. I'll be fine after it. Like, to me, rejection is one of the greatest gifts in life. Wow. Because with rejection, you have growth, you have redirection. You also learn how you cope in those circumstances of rejection. Do you start being self-critical? Do you start blaming other people and you don't look at what can I improve in? What do you do as a person in times of rejection, whether it be so small where someone doesn't want to give you their number, to as big as you didn't get your dream job or you landed the biggest role for a movie.
Wow.
So yeah, confident, but also like everyone's always judging you for what you're wearing, for what you're doing, for how you present yourself. You're always being judged, but also I'm like, that's life. Everyone's judging you at all times.
If you are just okay with, you know, that type of interaction and you're not afraid of, you know, judgment, girl, you're set, honestly, because like your ability to pivot towards any situation and like so seamlessly, just because it's happened so many times, like people, you've gotten rejected,
but you still get heartbroken. Like I still get heartbroken over rejection.
Yeah,
like,
but you like bounce back quick.
I think.
Where do you want to be in the podcast?
Hi, my dog. He's so cute. But yeah, I feel like with acting, and I'm also gonna learn like from the British point of view. Like that's what I'm like very nervous about, like with my comedy and like with acting, of like how do they do it in the UK? Like I've only been in America my whole life. All I know is like my comedy is maybe not funny to them. Like I think I'm more insecure about my comedy than I am about my acting ability. And there is a difference.
100%. I completely understand your sentiment because you're classically trained in theater. Like most likely the people that are in your program have gotten the type of experience educationally, probably like similar to you, right? But in terms of comedy, like comedy's all like, I don't need like sporadic energy. It's like, you know what I mean? You get the vibes from the crowd, and like you can make a joke about LA and people would understand it. Or you can make a joke about like vibes in New York and people would laugh. But like saying that in London, they'd be like, what the fuck does this like California?
Like for fuck's sake, babe.
Like get it off the stage. Tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Bye.
Please, could you imagine if someone actually throws a tomato? If someone literally throws a tomato at me, I would be gagged. I would be obsessed with someone. Like that to me, I'm like, wait, why is that so hot? Like, do it. Do it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like that's something that would like make you horny.
Girl, you're making me sound like I'd get horny over anything.
No, I think you get horny off of just honestly like extreme amounts of attention.
So do you think like if I'm like in front of a group of people and like the crowd's on me, you think I'm wet right then and there?
No,
like you think
yes,
like
I think that if you were the queen, you would be the biggest whore in the world.
You guys heard it here first. If you give me attention, chances are I'm fucking you. If my parents see this, I'm actually sorry. I give whore. I do.
No, you don't. You give bimbo.
What?
Brown haired bimbo.
I feel like I give she sleeps around, but I genuinely don't. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just feel like
it's those DSLs.
It's those fake DSL. No, but actually, like, I really don't. I feel like I give, like, this such sensual vibe of promiscuity and, like, I don't care. I have no filter. I'm okay with showing my body. I'm okay with talking sexually in a public space. But I'm really... It's not a facade and it's not a persona. Like, I do believe in, like, such drastic... Like, I'm very blunt with what I talk about and what I believe in. But I'm also... I'm not that at the same time. And I think like that's the complexity, the duality of man, the duality of Yasmin being a main character is I can talk about sex, love sex, discuss being a whore, but not actually do it or partake in it for whatever reason it may be on that given day.
But that's a slate in and of itself. And honestly, I think that's really cool. There's another way you could look at this, right? It could be in a way where people just like assume things of you, and then but these people like don't deserve to know like who you really are, and let them assume these things, because honestly it's just giving you a ton of more traction. And the people that deserve to know who you really are, they know that of you.
They know
and
it.
I
And
think that's what's important.
100%. And like at the end of the day, bottom line is your opinion of me is none of my business.
Literally.
If you think I'm a whore, if you think I'm a bad person, if you think I am mean, if you think I'm loud,
You definitely
X, Y,
don't
and
give
Z.
off mean.
No, I am actually
Yeah,
pretty
you
fucking
do not
nice.
give off mean.
But what you feel about me, what you think about me, what you say about me is none of my business. And you know what? Go to town. Say what you got to say about me. If you it genuinely, and I'm saying this to people right now because I know people are talking about me, and I'll tell you their names after. But like, if you have something to say, I hope you say it loudly with your chest, and I hope you sleep fine at night. So you guys, I think that's kind of the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
Dare we say, never forget.
Love it. Miss it.
Never forget.
Need
That's
it.
my never forget.
You're a Roman Empire.
My Roman Empire is my old podcast. Can we also talk about like how everyone used to be like, my Roman Empire used to be, well, my Roman Empire. Shut the fuck up. Okay? It was annoying. Okay? I get so aggressive sometimes. But basically, we're tired. We're going to go have a glass of Prosecco, Spagliato with Prosecco in it. Next time you guys see me, before we leave, I want you guys to hold me accountable.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
If I come back with a British accent and I start pulling some like Clinton Kane shit, talking half Australian, half English, like, but I'm like half English,
Code
half
switching.
American. I'm like literally like, well, do you mind if you just go get that for me? Thank you so much. If I do that, I want you guys to take a dagger and then stab it. Where should you stab it? In my stomach. Stab it in my thigh. Stab me. End me. Ruin me.
Clock me,
Pick me, choose me, because I cannot be that girl that comes back from abroad.
I don't think you will though, because you know your place.
I know my place.
You know your
But also a
place.
British accent, so hot.
It'd be so hot. But
So
I think
hot.
you need more than 2 years now, like to live to like obtain an accent. You need like.
If you're British and you're watching this, who wants to teach me?
Wait, look how much taller I am than you. I just
That's
realized.
enough. Well, I was gonna say, if you're British and you want to teach me some British slang, hit me up. Ew.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I actually wish I didn't say that, but
you
here
said
we
it.
are. But we're gonna stick to it. You guys, thank you so much for watching. What are you gonna do is like, subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you guys next week. It's gonna be solo, but next time you see Kat, she's gonna be
visiting Yasmin
in London,
from Madrid.
I know. Well,
So
I love you.
I'll miss you guys.
Bye, you guys. See you next week.
Bye, guys.